What's going on, team? Let's talk about how friends and family matters, or how your friends and family matter. So, first off, we're humans and we're social butterflies, and we rely on other humans to maintain our own mental, emotional, and physical health. So, let's dive into some of the benefits. First off, you get stress management, longevity, positive choices, improved mental health, and increased self esteem. We're going to dive into a little bit more. Let's talk longevity. So, there has been research that people who lack social ties were about 3 times more likely to die than people who have strong relationships with their friends and family. And regardless of, an individual's lifestyle, if you still maintain strong relationships with your friends and family, you are still likely to live longer than those without social connections. So make sure you spend some time with your family and friends. And of course, we know that spending time with friends and family is definitely a good way to impact your health. Um, they can have influences on it, for example, it helps with depression, helps with stress management, and all the above. So let's talk about how your friends and family can help you manage stress. My first question for you all is, who do you go to whenever you need someone to talk to about, a troubling issue of that nature? I'm pretty sure friends or family would be at the top of your list somewhere, some way. And further research has shown that it's an estimated 36% of Americans increase their social interaction just to deal with stress. So, when you and your family spend quality time together, you can prevent stress related health issues and avoid unhealthy stress coping mechanisms such as binge eating or smoking. So, while you're increasing that interaction, while working on your stress with your friends and family, you're definitely building a better connection with everyone. So, as we dive deeper into the benefits of friends and families, you're going to definitely see some overlap. So, the next one is improved mental health, and pretty much social interaction and mental health have been long linked together for having a cause and effect relationship. Face to face contact can definitely reduce the risk of mental illness, such as depression and anxiety. So, you think about it, when you're making phone calls or FaceTiming one another, the interaction is there, it's intimate, but it's not as intimate as whenever you're face to face, and you're building a better connection through that. And spending that time with that person in person can definitely provide emotional support. So let's talk about positive choices, how friends and family can influence that. No matter how big to life changing choices, friends and family are always going to have an influence on it. And I'm not the one to say that friends and family will always support your decisions, but they will always influence your decision. You may run into some conflicts, but it's a great way for you guys to work that out and keep working on that connection. So, for example, loved ones can encourage positive behaviors like exercise and eating healthy, and discourage negative behaviors like smoking and doing drugs. Overall, hanging out with friends and family is definitely going to have an impact on your lifestyle behaviors. Increased self esteem. So, every once in a while, everyone has doubts and insecurities. So, just having a sense of belonging and purpose to a family, to a group of friends, all of that is definitely going to help you build confidence and your self esteem. So, just being valued and appreciated by the people that you care about, and having that quality time together, you're going to feel loved, you're going to feel valued, and, especially whenever you help them, no matter what it is, no matter how big or how small, you create a positive image for yourself. So think about how many times your family and friends have complimented you on how hard you've worked, on how much progress you have made. And, on the other side of things, even whenever you fail, your friends and family are always there to remind you of your worth and raise you back up and, push you to strive for better. So let's talk about nurturing your relationships. As we all know, it's a two-way street, no matter which relationship or friendship it is. You guys have to meet each other in the middle. Sometimes you're the one giving support, and sometimes you're the one who needs the support. So just letting your friends know that you care about them and appreciate them can definitely help strengthen your bond. So number one rule in making friends or building your relationships is just being kind to one another. Um, just think about every act of kindness you do for someone and every act of kindness they do for you. You guys just keep building each other up. You're working on their relationship together. You're building your friendship, all the above. Part of being kind is just listening and opening up to one another. Definitely just letting your friend or family member know that, they do have your full attention and that they can share details about their life with you and vice versa. That's just going to help you deepen your connection and definitely show that you can be trusted. So that goes right into building up that trust with one another. So I know the next one says make yourself available, but overall, that's just not possible. We have different schedules, we have different priorities. We just live a different life than one another. But just being mindful, taking the time to call one another every once in a while and just checking in on each other, it's going to take your relationship to the next level. So, with all the craziness in the world right now, such as COVID 19 and all the quarantine, we know that social media has become an outlet for us to maintain our connections. And with all of that, once all this craziness hit, there were a bunch of extra group chats and little text chats that were created. And I had to mute every one of them. As much as I love all of them, I just had to mute all of them because it would go on forever. And I know you all have experienced some form of that in the recent year. So it does help prevent loneliness. It does, give you that sense of belonging in that group. But other ways you can use social media is just perform activities with one another, playing games with one another, and just hanging out and chit chatting, catching up. So, social media has been really helpful in a time like this. So, coming from a big family and having a good group of friends myself, I just thought it was important for us to realize the benefits of our friends and our families because they are going to be the ones who always have our back. They're going to influence us, small or big, and they're always going to matter.